Gotcha, man.
Doing a little man. But y'all know I've been doing my 30-day challenge. And it's work, baby. I love it. It's work though. Let me tell you, I'm at this halfway point, and them push-ups hitting me now. I feel them. But the thing is, like, I was doing some push-ups, and it was one of them. Like I had to put like a sticker over it. My elbows were ashy as hell. I was like, oh no. It wasn't like, oh, you can slide ashy. It was like, nah, you can go viral for this ashy. Like everything else chocolate and good, and you just have like stone white elbows. That don't go together, you know? And it's okay, anyway. What's up, beautiful people? It's Drake, be Drake with Everything Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast with a purpose. And we're back Sunday. We missed y'all a little. We was here last Sunday. We missed y'all a little bit. We was here last Sunday, right, Jaya? And Elijah, thank you. We was here. We came through. Y'all wasn't here, but we was here.
Wait. Hold on. After you finish the intro, I got a question. All right.
Okay. We'll come back to it. But we just want to let y'all know we go live every Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this is a great time. We come together, have great conversations. We talk about the most recent episode. We also talk about what's going on in society and culture right now. But it's a great time for us to come together and just share and relax. We usually here on YouTube around 30 minutes to 60 minutes. If you ever like to join us on Zoom, please feel free to let us know. We'll send you the link, or you just can find us on one of our socials and just join right in. If you just want to enjoy us here on YouTube, anything else, you can do so as well. But we greatly appreciate y'all engaging with us, building with us, and being better with us. But all in all being said, we appreciate y'all. But Christian, what you got to say? What you got going?
Y'all were here last week?
Yeah. I was in Texas. I
just assumed, because I didn't get any notifications, I assumed that you weren't going to do it. I don't know what happened.
We was just here.
Yeah, we came to Zoom.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I didn't see. I see the TikTok notification. Huh?
We got to meet his nieces and his nephew, our cousin.
Yeah, it was a family affair last
week. Oh, man, I missed it. Let's do a redo. Go back to Texas. Let's do a redo.
Hey.
In my defense, I was a little late and missed it, but I tried. My heart was in the right place.
Yeah, she telling the truth, y'all. She telling the truth. Let me tell y'all, it was so damn hot. Like, that's the whole time it was me. Like, how did my phone overheat in my pocket?
Wow.
Okay. The drink of today, I don't know what to call it. But once again, I contact Cheers. I am sipping today. I just have to message one of my church members. I am not making it tonight because we have to say it's a sad day. Bad news, y'all. It's like we grow, we keep it moving, things happen. But my smoker died on me, y'all. It's gone. I was up to 2 a.m. working on my smoker. I'm talking about I done took a whole shower and everything. It got fresh. Then I got dirty all over again. Smut, grease, dust, all this stuff. Trying to get it to work. I almost took it up. I ain't taking it completely apart, but I did a whole lot of work. Up to 2 a.m. I had pajamas on and no shirt outside. Didn't care. I was just like, nah. But, all good things come to the end. We just got to go for it. But RIP to Traeger. I didn't want to, I didn't even want a pellet grill. I'm used to that side smoker. But doesn't mean we had to get something bigger and better later. But all right. And I'm doing the brisket in the oven.
It's crazy, right?
Blasphemy.
It's meant to be.
What's meant to be is meant to be. You're right about that.
And what's ahead is probably.
I do. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something else. What's meant to be is me turn this fan back on too. You see how I turn that fan off and I immediately start sweating? Nah, this fan got to stay on, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to hear this. I try to do like this so it'd be a little bit better. But now y'all go hear this fan in the background too. But yeah.
It's too hot to be caring about hearing fans. Honey.
You feel me? You feel
Please,
me?
let me hit a fan. If I don't hit a fan, I'm gonna be worried about you.
I just started melting. I'm letting you know. It just started getting.
My first lady told me today. The Stellar Awards were last night. The Gospel Stellar Awards. She told me that it was 116 degrees in Las Vegas. Like 116, and they were out there on the red carpet. And if you go to Erica Campbell's page and see what she had on the red carpet, I don't know how she made it today because she looked hot. And I mean cute. She did look cute, but I mean hot. I don't see how they did it.
Heat exhaustion. That's what I say. But shout out to them that they went anyway. Had they aired it already? Was it live?
No, I don't. It's not live, but they filmed it last night and flew back this morning from the church.
Wow.
It's not live.
To live that life. Not yet. Ooh, okay. What we're sipping today, we're sipping on tequila 111. Jesus. But what we're sipping today is tequila and squirt. It is delicious. It tastes like a margarita, to tell you the truth. Like, and I just put some lemon in here too.
It looks margarita.
I know, and it tastes like one too. Like it's what was it? It started with a J. I'm gonna mess this name all the way up, so I'm gonna say it.
What is it? A drink?
Yeah. So the tequila name is like, it's not Eduardo, but it started with a J. It's like, isn't that no damn Jose Cuervo? I would have got Jose Cuervo now. Come on now.
Tequila with a J.
I think it's a J.
It's a Mexican guy name. You gotta look it up. Where you at, Jay? What's that above your head? Is it keeping you cool?
No, it's the tent thingy. I'm outside hiding from family.
Oh, okay, I get it. Totally get it.
Which apparently I can't do too much because 3 kids just came outside. That's why I was making faces.
Found you.
With my nieces. What are you talking about?
Where you headed, Court? Let's be in your business for a little bit.
I am actually leaving Tampa, headed back to Jacksonville.
Oh, you doing some driving.
Right. So y'all keeping me company.
Okay. Oh, yeah, see, I was right. El Jimador? I know it's spelled like LJIMADOR. And I already know that J is silent, so it's El Jimador. I'm assuming it's silent. But yeah, that's what it's sipping on. It's hitting though.
Yeah, it's an H sound. My daughter. I never heard of that though. I ain't a big drinker like that. But...
It's one of those tequila that is not luxury, but it got the luxury taste and feel. Let me tell you.
Oh, my type. I need to find something to get me off of the Pink Whitney. That's not tequila, I don't think, but I need something to get me off.
It's vodka.
Pink Whitney.
Yes. That's one of the only ones that I can take straight. I just can't go over my shot limit.
But Pink Whitney is not. It's a liqueur, right? Not a liqueur. That's the same shit.
What exactly is the difference? It's not a liqueur and a liqueur.
Like Pink Whitney is like a spirit, right? It's like a mixed drink.
Kind of sort of, but you can really taste it. That's why I was like, I can take it, but I gotta slow it down after a certain point.
Pink Whitney is like hypnotic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to drink it. I'd be looking back at old me.
I haven't had. Every time I get hypnotic, I'm mixing it with Hennessy.
You're a horrible person. See, I never drunk. Hypnotic is never good to me. But I look at myself like high and mighty. Like I never drunk Hypnotic. I used to drink X-Rated, the sister of Hypnotic, and that's I like. Sir, Dude, like you've grown in life. You've grown in life. I used to drink gin in college like it was water.
Yeah. My husband could drink it, but just drink it easy. I'm choking.
I had gin as an adult in my 30s. I almost like spat that across the room. I'm like it I used to drink gin straight. Like I could drink gin with just ice. Just let the ice melt a little bit and just sip it and be good. I don't see how I did that, you know. But I mean,
that with a lot of a little bit of juice.
It's okay to judge me about that. I'll take that. You feel me? You feel me, nephew? Like, because
the only thing that I cannot just drink straight is whiskey.
You can't drink a lot of things straight. I promise you can't. Yeah, you drinking pink. If Pink Whitney is your drink of choice.
If I'm trying to, go with the cheaper route that still go get me fucked up, depending on how much I drink, Pink Whitney. But I can't do whiskey, but my husband can, and he be looking at me like I need to step up and get on his level. But he started drinking. Well, I'm not gonna tell that lie. We started drinking around the same age, which was.
Don't tell me so.
It was at an age.
I just gotta say, I've grown in my taste. Once again, I think I've kicked my sugar. I think I lost my sweet tooth. I think it fell out. I don't have them strong cravings for sugars, but older we become, your taste buds should adjust. That's what Christian told me. So we just go from there. But let's get to some of our topics. But first of all, how are y'all doing? How y'all week been? Or 2 weeks been? Let's say that. 2 weeks been. Trash. Okay, Shane started with trash.
Ain't nobody gonna back that up.
You want me to end with trash? Golly, okay.
it was trash because the company that I work for is very cocky, and they wanted to stroke their ego by having us in the office for no fucking reason for a whole week. And today, is the second day of the weekend, and my back is burning from sitting and being at the office and driving my car to and from and sitting in traffic just to stroke their ego. And when I tell you I am a millimeter from quitting, I am a millimeter between my thumb and my index finger from quitting this job. And
you better think about it.
It was trash.
Shan, I just want to tell you that I applied in the last 2 months, 2.5 months, I've applied to over 300 jobs. And nobody's hiring me, at least. So don't quit.
I believe you.
Think about me. Think about me.
I believe you. I've been applying since last June.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, you stay in Atlanta?
Yeah.
No. I don't even drive. I know how Atlanta traffic is. That's no.
Yep.
Bro, we gonna wish the best. We're gonna be wishing best. Because it sounds like Shan just don't want to go into the office, but I digress.
I don't want to go in the office, but at the same time, I'm tired of people wanting to be in a position. I need this much money. That's cool. Can you do the job? Can you comprehend? Can you speak to people in a way where they want to help you? Or are you here and dictate what I should be able to do because I want this? Ma'am, what is your address? Because I will pull up. This is just a job.
Shan. Person, I ain't even gonna say your government name. I ain't trying to snitch on you. You gonna be okay.
I'm sick of it.
You got some do you have any PTO?
I use it all.
God, already? It's only July.
I was taking off days per month for my.
Oh, you one of those? Okay.
For my mental.
I respect it. You should see how I turned HR real fast on her. And remember, always use y'all transferable skills. I'll be looking at resumes and things soon. Okay. So we got trash from Shan because she don't want to go into the office and deal with egos.
Incompetent.
Okay. And incompetent motherfuckers too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come on. Somebody get a little update.
Mine has been good. Mine is y'all nephew actively fighting nap time and him going to sleep time.
Yeah, that's expected. Sometimes you look up and get a baby that sleep well. That's like rare though. I was one of them babies that went to sleep, but when I started talking, that's when everything went downhill. But you're like, enjoy the ride. Kay, Joy, Court.
Well, it's been pretty solid. I just got a promotion. So now, and I'm in training right now, and I got assigned what school I instruct at. So it's gonna be pretty solid. Still doing nonprofit, so it's still a whole lot of work.
Nonprofit good though. Nonprofit's a good start. I've been in nonprofit 13 years now, baby. Don't be ashamed of it. Get your money though. Especially what type of nonprofit you work with.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
touch on that.
But they're paying for my tuition, so it's all good.
Make it happen.
Hallelujah.
Make it shake, baby. Court, you off mute. What's up?
I've been good. I'm out of training now. My manager has given me some goals that she wants me to reach throughout the end of the year.
Okay.
So we're going to see how that goes. I don't want to say it's unrealistic because I really believe, first of all, I've been in sales all of my professional career.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know. I feel like I need to see just how they operate first before I agree or disagree with what these goals are that she's giving me. I've already told her she can never be harder on me than I already am on myself.
Okay.
She's very well aware of that. But I don't know. I'm still trying to feel my way around. I was having a little bit of imposter syndrome.
Okay.
Which I recognize that. I had to pray about it, that, I am here for a reason. But, just got some growing pains to work through.
Hey, I'm proud of you. You got this. Don't let it stress you out. You got this. Hey, once again, whatever set of four in front of you, you will knock it out. Okay. Halo. Getting that phone together. It's all right.
Hey, sure. I'm trying to work and talk to y'all at the same time.
Well, thank you for joining us. We just doing a quick check-in with each other and seeing how we all feeling and doing.
I'm about to fly out again.
Oh,
yes.
Go see the boo thing.
No, I can't go back to Nigeria right now. I'm taking my daughter to Atlanta for a week because I felt guilty about being gone for a whole month.
Oh.
So we're going to go cruise
down there.
family.
Have a good time. Relax.
We're going to eat some hot water cornbread, some real collard greens and fried chicken. I'm going to find me a ham steak. Ain't no soul food where I'm at, so I am going to engorge.
Yeah, you are in Arizona. You're right.
I love Mexican food, don't get me wrong, but ain't nothing like a whole cake.
We got some macaroni and cheese cooking.
Yes, potato salad with the crispy edges.
I immediately remembered my day of last night, and I forgot to put some on my plate before I came outside from people.
I rarely do this, but shout out, man. I've been trying to have this guy on the show, but we both be busy. Shout out to the owner of Jackson Catfish Corner here in Seattle. Dog, if this get back to you, y'all don't miss, man. Y'all don't miss. Like when I first time going there, we tasted everything in there from the catfish to the hush puppies. And hush puppies is hard to mess up, but I've seen people mess them up. To the cobbler, to the greens, to the potato salad. You know, it's hard for a restaurant to have good potato salad, okay? Everything in there good. I said, this is Southern approved right here. Being in Seattle and having food like this, I like you got your family got roots in the South, man. But I like, damn, had at the end the sweet potatoes. Let me tell you, it's a whole different feeling. And I appreciate them. And this is a free shout out. If you in Seattle, Jackson, now I'm letting y'all know, he know it too. It can get a little hood there. Okay. Just get a little hood there at times, but it's delicious. I think they had a couple shootouts there before. It wasn't them. It just, you know, with good food and us, sometimes things happen. But shout out to Jackson's Catfish Corner right in the Central District, in Seattle, Washington. Okay. Christian, how you doing this week? How you been?
You know, this has been a week of God talking to me. And that's the best way I can put it. Like hold on. Literally as I get off mute, my ride just pulled up. Hold on. Well, I'll talk while I'm texting. I spent so much time feeling like I wasn't hearing from God and feeling like God wasn't talking. And then I had to literally just surround myself with the word and find out that he's always talking. You're just not always listening. Your ears are not always open. You know what I mean? So
say that.
He's speaking directly through people to me. Like people have called me, and people that I trust, people whose spiritual walk I trust, have called me and talked to me and all said the same thing. And then, of course, in the week with church, or begin the week with church, depending on how you look at it, and the message is about the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm about to get into a loud car, so I'm not go back on mute. But yeah, it's been a victorious week, and I got 2 gigs. I haven't gotten the job yet, but I got 2 gig offers coming up this week. One is for a nonprofit, actually, which you were talking to me about the other day. One is for a nonprofit. I'm doing curriculum work for them.
Okay.
Yeah, literally the same day that you told me about that. I'm doing curriculum work for them, and the other one is just a singing gig. They want me to sing Total Praise or something or praise team like every week with them before my church. So that's a nice little check. But I'm going back on mute.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank all y'all for sharing. Doing a quick temperature check in. I'm trying to think, where is Christian going? She hopping in the car with loud music. She hopped out of car to get into a car. I'm gonna stay out her business though. We're gonna stay out her business though. We'll let her roll.
So first of all, this is my church sister Chair. She can't hear y'all, but we getting ready to go to some garage sales in Beverly Hills and find what we can find. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Go find them gems. Okay. Go find them treasures. Hey, Suzanne Bonds in the chat on YouTube. Thank you for joining. But man, so let me give you my week. Then we get into the topics. You know, we rolling. So God was able to go and celebrate my father-in-law's 7th birthday. Had a good time, surprised him. Soon as he saw my wife and I, he just started crying, like right in the middle of Texas Day, Brazil. Like, you know, he didn't expect, because I threw him off the day before. He thought I was still in Seattle, but we were in Dallas the whole time. And, you know, we came in, you know, surprise, you know, a lot of people knew it was, not everybody knew it was coming, but we kept it real low key. Because in my family, let me get to that. Some of my family members are upset because I didn't tell them I was coming down. But both our families live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we have those families that, like, even though we're flying hundreds of miles to them, they still want us to drive to them as well, individually. That's not going to happen. I've said this time and time again, that ain't about to happen, boo-boo. No, okay? But continue going forward. So when I knew I had time to spend with my family, when I knew I was going to be chilling with my side, I let them know like, hey, we're coming down. We're going to be over Uncle so-and-so, Uncle Rod house. I said, he's been on the show. If y'all listen to Everything Culture, we're going to be over here from this time to this time. Y'all want to come see us, come through. Why didn't you call and let me know? I'm calling everybody in the row. Everybody getting a boop. I'm calling from the aunties to the sisters, cousins, to the nephews, nieces, and all on. That's just the order. You getting your call and your order. If you don't have time, you don't have time. I'm not mad if you don't have time. But if you want to make time, here we at. That's where we gonna be. You ain't gonna come see me? Nope. That ain't about to happen. Cause we gotta go back, because we gotta catch our flight Monday and head back. But Saturday we went down. We surprised them, and then we went to Oklahoma at WinStar Casino. We didn't win a damn thing, but I didn't lose everything either. Okay. So, but we had a good time. Took some beautiful photos, pictures, lovely moments that you make with family. All right. Now Monday, we're flying out Monday. All right. Our Monday flight was at 6:50. Our flight was taking off like 6:50 or so. Okay. So dang, her ride got there quick. Okay. But we get to the airport. So we go there, we get to the airport. Man, we at the wrong airport, y'all. Oh no. Wrong airport. We're supposed to be at, it's two different airports in Dallas, DFW and Love Field. We ended up going to DFW, but we're supposed to be in Love Field. So we got an hour to catch our flight. So it's like, we woke up at 4, it's like 5:30, and now like our flight take out at 6:50. At 5:30, 5:45 maybe, we're like at DFW. So I like, you know what? My wife was stressed out. She was like, oh my God. And it was like, I don't know, like what Christian was saying, like, it's the opposite. I just been listening to God. Like, hey, and he just said, hey, don't stress about it. It's in my hands. Just go. He like, just legit, just go. And I was like, okay, I told her, let's just keep moving. Let's just catch an Uber. Let's try. The only thing we can do is try. You know what I mean? So we catch an Uber. Shout out to our driver. She was something different. Crazy. But we get there, get to Love Field. Right, and every Uber we took, they didn't take any of our luggage. I made sure to note that. Okay, every Uber we took, they were like, "Oh, he's big enough." Like, sir, ma'am, that you dropped 2 stars for that. Okay, you didn't even assist me. Anyway, because the Ubers in Seattle different from the Ubers in Texas. I'm gonna say that customer service, even at fast food, customer service up here is way better than customer service in the South. Okay, but anyway, we'll bring that up later. But we get there, take out the luggage. The plan was she go check the wife will check the bag. I'm gonna stand in TSA line, and while I'm going to the line, when she checked the bag, she go come skip everybody and get next to me. Fight us if you want to. But I look at that TSA. We get to the check bags, and there's 2 folks at the TSA line. They're like, sorry, y'all plane already boarding. We ain't gonna check y'all bag in. Look like y'all ain't gonna make it. I don't even know what to tell you, girl. I'm sorry. I was like, you might want to find a new flight. I don't know what to tell you about that. Ooh, it's crazy morning. So I ain't trying to hear them. God told me not to stress about it. I ain't gonna worry about it. I went to go get in the TSA line. TSA line longer than a giraffe's esophagus. All right. And I'm like, I look at that line like, God. Like, I immediately turn. I didn't even get a line like, nah, they ain't about to work. You know how them things, that hell was whining like just 7, 8 times. I like, God, Lee. I went back and I like, hey, I still wasn't like, God just said, keep moving. Only thing we do, I'm gonna call my job, let them know I gotta come in. I'm not making it in today. Reschedule. We probably get a room or something like that, or and just catch a flight either later today or the next day. But we ain't gonna stress about it. We're gonna be okay. We're safe. We're here. We're alive. We have ability to make mistakes in the future, and we have ability to be successful as well. My dude, out of blue, a brother. I think he was looking from a distance. I saw him, but he turned around. He like, hey, y'all follow me. Just grab your stuff, follow me. He told them girls, check their bags, take their bags in. He called the gate. We got another bag coming. We got another couple. Man, he had us skip the whole line. Whole line. Okay. I mean, whole line. Like, we were like celebrities or something. I like, damn. I'm looking at some white folks. I'm like, but I'm like, keep this is like, I'm like, cool. So we in line. So I ain't gonna tell y'all the backstory of I had a wardrobe malfunction.
No.
And I had to go and check through TSA. So when I was going through the line, security line, you know, you have to do the whole put your arms up and all that. Hey, man, hey, shout out to Old Spice deodorant. Okay. Shout out to Old Spice. Because when I put my hand up earlier to congratulate, I think it was Christian, I got hit. I like, boy, you didn't put deodorant on this morning. And that's why I turned my camera off earlier to hit boom, boom. And when I tell you everything is good now, everything's good now. Like, it's crazy how quickly that stuff works. But anyway, I'm going through the line. I get stopped. I get frisked. This dude, they got to do a pat down. I said, a pat down. Never had a pat down before. Okay. Man, I'm so happy that they did this pat down in front of everybody. And I said, I'm glad we did this in front of everybody. Because, you know, they give you option. Would you like to be, you know, have it in front? Would you like to have it right here? Would you like to take it in the room? My mom said, we don't have time to go to the room because we're in a rush. We're like, our flights take off at 6:50. It's like 6:40 right now. Okay. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know, you can do it right here. Hey, if he would have took me in the back and did what he did to me, I would have fought him. It would have been a complete like square up. I like, hey man, what you like? I like, God, like all this. I thought you're supposed to use the back of your hand. They having all this. But anyway, we get through that. We go for it. We make the flight. Oh, make the flight like 3 minutes left. Last people to board the plane. Like, but it was like some girl. I think she was a girl from I don't watch reality TV show, but she was acting like a girl from a reality TV show. I ain't even gonna talk about that here on YouTube. But she was on there. She was making a little scene. I like, we don't need no scenes here at all. But case in point, we made our flight. But realized right when I got on, I was looking for my charger in my carry-on. And when I looked at my carry-on, I realized I only had one laptop. And at first I thought it was my work laptop that I was missing, but it was actually this laptop was missing, my MacBook. So that's why we don't have an episode this week, y'all, because I've been low on my equipment, my main thing, I need to get another one or a MacBook or an iPad. But case in point, I was just grateful. The point of all this is, then I had some, you know, I ain't gonna talk too much, but I had some stuff that happened at work and I was a little frustrated. Came in the next day, ended up getting a raise. Like, and but both of those times, even with that, like, I just put it in God's hand. I just like, God, you got it. Just tell me go for it. Because I don't understand why this is happening. I don't even need to understand. I just need to trust you and go for it. And when I tell you, it's just been a very much of a, like, even with this stuff with the smoker, I would like, if you would like, I would usually be upset or something like this. You know, I really want to start. What's good with you? I really want to start like start serving plates and meals and things of that nature, getting paid for that. 'Cause I know we have some good food, but now my smoker down, I like, well, God, maybe sure, like, don't do it here. Something like, you know what I mean? So it just consistently show, like, just listen and just.
So wait, stop, pause. So so you mean tell we don't get no brisket?
Yeah.
Until some changes have been made in the future. There ain't no time soon.
I already chose.
Wait, when you leave again? When you leaving?
Hey, what you talking about? Everything
comes to family reunion. Somebody gonna have to be smoking some briskets.
Wait.
Hold on. No. We'll talk soon. We'll talk later. We're on live right now. We're on live right now.
Are we the only two on the West Coast?
Correct.
Okay. I got your number.
Okay. Well, Christian's on the West Coast too, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but case in point has been blessing. But I want to talk about quickly. But I would get off, but we're gonna stay on. I gotta go to the restroom. So let me know. The question I have for y'all: how do y'all feel about the AI interaction lives when people acting like they're robots on TikTok? Let me know y'all feelings. I'll be right back.
Hated it.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like extremely weird. Like if I want to see people act like robots, I'll just go on HBO Max and watch iRobot.
You know what it reminds me of, and I hope he don't get booted off. It reminds me of Benny Hill 2023 version. It's like mild porn to me. Like I just don't. It just not me. I ain't here for it.
Too much.
It's just not for me. It's I feel like people give in too much when it comes to that, and I'm trying to say it and be mindful of my words.
Yeah, because I think we still on YouTube, so we gotta pick our words. But in a few minutes, we could be free.
Exactly.
I watched a video that Drake sent me on TikTok.
Now.
I'm watching, and she just
Can
like
you hear me?
first look like she popping popcorn with
we can hear you.
We can hear you, Drake.
Yeah. But my thing is, the video that I got on TikTok, it looked like she was just literally taking one kernel, putting it on the flat iron and popping popcorn that way. I really hope she got a different flat iron for her hair, because that's unsanitary by itself.
Ain't nobody eating that popcorn.
And you know daggone well these
My
nasty.
thing is, I don't know who's worse. I don't know who's worse, the people doing it or the people paying for it.
That's what my point.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. You know she eating that mess, and them people paying to watch her do that. Just like, and me and Drake had a conversation months ago, and I said, is it just me, or is it a lot of people on TikTok sleeping on live? Like, what is that about?
That's what I'm telling you. This ain't nothing new, y'all. The only thing is like, you know, on Twitter, it kills me when a black person do it. Now, once again, I said in my preview I made before, when a black woman did it, American people pick up on it very quickly. The woman's from Montreal, Canada, okay? But the thing is, when I say American, black Americans, white Americans, Latin Americans, whatever you want to put, say, oh, we're going to start doing this too. Oh, and black people created, they copying off of her. She copied off the Asian people. Been doing this.
Yeah, they were
Been doing it like years.
Especially like, with the mukbangs that been on YouTube.
But this is like, I'm talking about exactly what she's doing. I remember seeing a year ago. I think I probably told Shan or Baylor. We always send videos of one another. But I remember showing like that whole, oh yes, thank you, all that theatrics. You feel me? And make it bank though. Because even with the ones that sleep, they got where they, like me and Lo talking about, they have where usually you're sleeping and they have interactive rooms where they can they set off your alarm. If they pay a big amount, water will fall on you and stuff like that, like some Nickelodeon type stuff, you know? This ain't nothing new. That's my biggest thing. Yeah, nothing new. If y'all haven't seen it, because I have a diverse timeline. I'm sorry that my timeline is not filled with just black people. And I'm trying to, that's what the whole point of this podcast is, like, black people, let's learn other cultures too, you know, because you'll be surprised what we can learn or what we can avoid and how we can keep safety of what's going on. It's basically like having the news. But anyway, my point when seeing this, I was like, okay, see her doing it, and her just blew up because, like, well, she's doing it. And now everybody's doing it. It's becoming alpha saturated. And it got to the point where I was talking about earlier how the dude got upset because he wasn't making any money doing it. Like, and it's because my thing is, it's hard for people to tell me what to do. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about y'all. Look, like, I'm like, Shan talking about she ain't got a whole salary and don't want people to tell her what to do. Let me tell you that.
That's a That's a damn fact. Don't
Can you
tell me
imagine?
shit.
Can you
Yo,
imagine people?
My job.
Exactly. You okay? So because when I'm on live, and that's why I tell people hit my cash out, hit my like go. You subscribing to me is better than me sending me a rose. Cause you threw half a penny at me. That's what you did. I'm just keeping it. I appreciate it. It looked good, but the amount of people like, cause and TikTok will push that because when you make money on TikTok, TikTok make money. Remember that. Because once again, I already broke down the numbers to y'all. So when you buy currency on TikTok, I'm gonna say this again, when you buy currency on TikTok, they take like 40% of your currency. So if you spend $1, you're getting 60 cents from spending $1. Okay. Then when you give if you give 60 cents to me, I get 30 of that 60 cents. So out of the transaction total, TikTok taking 70%. Taxing that ass. Everybody got the math together? So they go push that. So instead of, ooh, yeah, that good. Nah, hey, holla at me on something else. But if people go do it, people go do it. I don't knock them for doing it, you know? But the thing is, like I say, Christian and I, shout out to Center for Our Culture. Y'all make sure to subscribe to that as well. But Christian and I, it's a movie that we're going to review that I watch all the time called Gamer. Man, such a deep concept. Because my thing is, we laugh at it now. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, I'll never do that. That's crazy. That would never happen, Drake. You're crazy. But this, look, we are talking. If we'd have looked 30 to 40 years ago about what we're doing right now, it would have been out your mind. Think about it. Think about being in when you were a well, y'all, some of y'all young, Courtney, Jayla. Because like my thing, if I would have been like when I was a freshman in high school and people saying we'll be able to communicate via the internet, you know, where we can see each other and be in the cars and talking all across the nation and the world, I'm like, bitch, you crazy. But we're doing it. You feel me? The Jetsons had Zoom way before Zoom was even thought of.
I was just about to say that, and they just approved the first flying vehicle last week.
I'm telling you, the technology been here. It's just
I know.
Not ready for it. Dun, dun, dun.
It's not even that we should be ready for it. Is how can the government get its cut? Same thing.
Same difference. Same difference.
Yep.
Same difference.
My thing with the actual flying vehicles, I know a handful, maybe two of people that, you know what I'm saying, like you just need a little mustard seed of space. Them people literally be putting a lot of faith in that little tiny little mustard seed every other day, and then get mad when their car they got to pull over and call Hero.
It's a lot of, I know my car.
So, for instance, if your car if your car run out of gas, hold on. What's your tank at right now, Courtney?
I'm at a record tank.
Where your tank sitting at right now?
Well, remember, I'm on the road, so I started out on a full tank.
Okay.
But I'm not one of them people. Right, I keep gas in my car. I don't play those games.
Because I ain't gonna lie. When I was in high school, I may have been a freshman in college. I remember driving my car. Like I don't drive on E no more, even though I was on E last week. But I usually keep it at but I fill it up around half or so. Gas high, okay. First of all. But second, I remember I drove my car, that hoe died on a hill. And just by the grace of the Lord, I rolled down that hill to a gas station. Didn't touch a brake. I like, everybody watch out. It was the coolest but most frightening thing ever. I like, we made it though. We made it. But think about you.
I've been in a car.
But think about your flying car. Think about having a flying car. Think about having a flying car.
That mustard seed, as soon as that mustard seed is gonna give out halfway through before you get to where you can land, and then now it's a used to fly vehicles just falling down. You got everybody just brace for
It's a
impact.
used to fly. It's a crash vehicle.
The-
like,
no,
but
it's
but
gonna go.
that's a point.
Down. It's gonna be like y'all wanted flying vehicles.
But that's a point though. Did everybody watch the Jetsons movie?
Not the movies. I watched
The cartoon, the series.
Yeah, I watched the rerun.
What's up, Will?
On Boomerang.
Oh my god, I did not say nothing to you, Siri. How do I get Siri? I'm Siri out my business. But hey, Ladybug.
She heard your voice and came out the bedroom. She thought you was here.
Nah, I'm all the way in Seattle, Washington, darling. But for instance, the point is a lot of things that we see in entertainment, in art, it sometimes come to fruition. Okay, especially technology. And what I'm seeing here, what I've been seeing, is that people have resources and they are using their resources to control people. All right. That's the ideology that we're pushing. This is like the very start of it. Because when government and when other folks start saying, ooh, and it's not, once again, why I'm saying like starting, don't forget what America's based off of is controlling people. There's a lot of things. But ooh, I'll be able to pay to control someone. When technology is going to be built where we already use AI like crazy, but to actually use people's body to do what they wanted to do, just to have that feel of control and actually another person. Like if I can be in control of Courtney while she's driving and I can drive for her, I can see what she sees and technically not feel what she feels, but know she's feeling what I want her to feel. That is a type of control that many people want. Okay. And what it just costs about using fine and Courtney, I ain't saying Courtney like you broke, you balling, Courtney, you got it like that, but look how the economy is right now. People broke. We all like people, it's crazy out here. Shannon threatened quitting. I'm like, shit, you better not. We're about to head toward a recession. Like, and there's people that like, man, and what's up, Quiverful? Switch it up on us. What's up, brother? But I just want to make sure everybody's mindful that it is wild out here, man. It truly is wild because they're making things so scarce. Not saying we don't have the resources. The resources are here, but people are making it seem like it's scarce, like we don't have it. So you do desperate things like let people control you. And you think AI is not a big deal. Yeah, it's no big deal. But do you want to do that? If you want to do it, you don't mind doing it. But we all do things we don't want to do. But what extent would you go? Because that was the point of Gamer. Gamer had this whole like a campus you go to. Imagine like what's old dude that on Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. He built a campus and he had these nanobots that go in your head. And during that campus, you get paid, let's say, $100,000 a year for doing this. I'm just tossing out a number. I don't know. You're on mute, but you sound like you got to be right back. You got to put gas in your car or something. Oh, she getting some food. I'm just guessing everything. She had Chick-fil-A. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. But yeah, the thing is you're getting paid a good amount of price for somebody to control your body while on this campus. Now, you can't hurt anybody to a severe level, but anything sexually, anything fun, goofy, wacky, inappropriate like that, they get to find your clothes. They could dress. You become a real life sim character. Now, I asked this question on TikTok, and I've had numerous people. I be like, when I say numerous people say no in the comments, but say yes to something in the messages, and I'm like, huh. And I'm not knocking them, but it just shows how things can start going, how for people, one, entertainment, and two, people's need. Can I say that again? Because that's what social media would do. A lot of people do crazy stuff to entertain folks. to get money to survive. You know? Did I get a little too deep right there with y'all? Okay, I'll stop off a little bit. Well, I'm thinking, am I too out? Am I too out in space with it? Am I too out of the reach?
It's not making sense, but we are of a certain age, so that stuff just doesn't entice us because we start thinking about repercussions and side effects. Where if I was younger in my 20s and 30s, where I was a little bit more carefree, I'd probably be down for it because money drove me. Now money don't drive me.
That's deep right there.
I'm in my 20s and that's still not enticing me. Like, I'm getting, you paying me to use my body, but don't nobody see that basically I'm just a actual living puppet. That's what I get as. Like, you want to use.
And Jaya, I get that too, but listen, I'm going to try to say this in a way that don't get you dinged, Drake.
Say we okay. So we're gonna
clear folks do stuff they think is funny, which is not funny. And you know, I'm thinking about, okay, I signed up for this. I allowed them to make me a real life puppet for a couple of hours or a day or whatever. When I see what they made me do, somebody gonna meet Jesus personally.
It's not only see. I can't remember. I gotta watch the movie again, but I think you remember. You know you're doing it. You just can't control yourself.
This is another thing too with this AI stuff where you got to think about what are the pros of it as well as the cons of it. Because remember, when it comes to this AI stuff, it's not just them taking your face or your likeness. They already made a lot of artists musically sell their masters to get the money they can get for now because they're already using their voices to do collaborations and skip the artist itself as a human being to pocket money profit from that. So imagine someone knocking at your door saying, oh, please turn around, you're under arrest for X, Y, and Z. And you ask them for what? Just turn around, and they explaining to you that you did some shit, but you were physically and verbally not saying it, and you were not there, and that's what it's going to turn into. Someone being able to duplicate your likeness so much that you're going to have to fight for, was it actually you as a human there, or was it you and your likeness there? It's going to become those type of conversations, and whether we like it or not, or whether we're prepared for it or not, that's where it's headed. Like, these corporations have gotten so much money that they're bored with people, and they're trying to see how.
It's not bored with people; they don't want to pay them.
Well, that's too. That's part of it. They're bored with having to learn and adapt to different personalities of people and their needs, that they're just like, fuck the humans, let's get the machines. They got to figure out something else to do with them, because either way, I'm going to eat. Either way, my family's going to eat. It's a very selfish society, and it's going to force people to go back in the day, using a village, using each other, helping each other, depending on each other. And this is something Drake doesn't want to deal with because this is not his lane. But that's why this whole wave of men ain't this and women ain't this is counterproductive, because at the end of the day, we are going to need each other as human beings.
But that's my point of saying it. That's the thing why I don't engage with it, because exactly what you said. Because because we're, once again, I do this stuff in real life. People talking about this and that. If you know me, you know I'm about it. If you need something, like, y'all, like, none of us lived in the same state, but any of my friends and my peers, they know if they need something, and I'm a person you can rely on. Even with y'all, wherever I can help y'all virtually, I help. If y'all, it was just a conversation, I will. But the thing is that all bashing one another, that shit just corny to me. But if it make your nipples hard, do it. Whatever. It just don't move me. You know, like I know it really takes us to have success because once again, my childhood, my upbringing, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for people that helped me out and my family out. You know, I know that. You know, same thing with, you know, but even with relationships, because the once again, everything culture, it was our mission statement speaks for itself. It's like to the point because trust me, AI, people would rather talk to a computer than talk to a person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody really grab a device than have a hug or a touch. You know what I mean? Like those are things are real because dealing with people is work at times. We should be open to work with one another, but a lot of us become lazy. And that's just the real of it. I'm not trying to shame nobody. It's just the truth.
And imagine,
it goes on both sides. It goes for men and it goes for women.
Imagine, you know, all the elderly people who their Social Security is not enough. That's why they cashiering.
Man,
that's why they back.
That's why they retired and working another job.
Yeah, imagine the jobs they can't even be able to get because of self-checkout. We don't need you to bag self-checkout. We don't need you to be a cashier at self-checkout. So what are they going to be doing? A janitor at 80, a janitor at 65? Like, if you don't adapt and you want to stay stuck in a decade ago, you're going to get left with a decade ago money. And I hope your money you made a decade ago is going to push you through to the end of your life or how long you stay. And this is why investments make sense. This is why buying property and land makes sense. Even if you don't want to build a house and you have X, Y, and Z money, I know like the social media stuff is fun and the 80 videos that I send Drake per day is to bring joy and enlightenment. But I learned so much from different people in different states in this country buying land and using the equity in the land to purchase more acres to just sometimes sit on and wait for a bigger builder to give them 3 times the money they paid for it, just so they could figure out how can I make sure when my back is hurting when I'm in my 60s, I physically don't have to use my body to feed my family. And my point is that's what I'm on. I do not want to work physically for someone else's dream and profit for them to use my body to the point where when I retire, I can't use my body. So it's really figuring out, do you really need that vacation? Or can you invest that money in buying something that's going to go ahead and feed your family? Do you really need to buy that car, that 5th car, and then a year later complain about the fact that you can't make the payments and you making $5 payments on a homeowners and 5 vehicles because you can't afford it? You just want to keep the account open. Like a lot of times I feel like an addiction that people don't talk about is the fact that you're addicted into having things. You don't even know why you want to have them. You just addicted into having things.
It's the imaginary carrot.
It's crazy.
But that's the American dream, baby. It's the imaginary carrot. That's why some of these people that I believe, once again, so not only me believing it's actually been expressed to me, they may be cool just going off the quote unquote grid.
Yeah.
Or I live in Seattle. It's a lot of underhoused people here, and some of it's about choice. Everything is not like, oh, I couldn't do this. No, some are like, fuck it. I don't want to deal with this no more. I don't want you to tell me what to do. I don't want to like the imaginary carrot. And that's one thing I want to become an attorney. But I've seen a lot in Houston, Texas. I've seen attorneys on the street. Like people used to be attorneys that just snap. What you eat, Courtney? But I'm sorry. I've been like the whole time everybody been talking. I like, what is she eating? I like, I'm hungry right now. But
I stopped to get food from get fries from McDonald's.
Oh, you see, you a real one. You just got the fries. You ain't getting no nuggies.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you're a real one. I rock with you. Hey, I respect it. But yeah, all those things are everything Shan said plus more. But that's the point. It's the plan to keep you working, to keep you moving, to keep you. And I know when people say that's what Kanye was talking about. No, Kanye should have just said that then.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would say with the whole thing. He should have said that because I understood what he was alluding to, but I understand what the fuck he said too. And he knew what he said was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not stupid, dude. I hate when people talk. I always say either people are stupid and think I'm. That's what I say. Either people think I'm stupid or they stupid. Like it's one of the two. Something when they try me because dog, we can really communicate at an effective level. But when I'm getting at with this, it's just people tired of people. You see it all the time, and I love, but and I'm different. It's my personality. I like people for the most part, even though y'all work my nerves sometimes. But I really love people, Cause look, we got a little baby here right now. Before you know it, he gonna be 21.
Yeah,
promise you. What type of things are going to happen in his life that's going to mold him to be the person he's going to be in the next 20 years? What type of traumas, what type of joy, what type of pleasure, what type of, learning experience that baby about to have? Because right now he the slobbering. You feel me? Laying on his mother's chest. You feel me? I think about that deep. And I think about every single person I talk to, y'all was at that moment one time in life. We all were. But once again, I say this stuff here on TikTok and other platforms, but once again, one of my favorite movies is the Get On Up story about James Brown. And it's a scene where he had, and I know this, I highly believe this actually happened in real life. He met Little Richard before both of them really blew up. And that's how I feel about with my career and life and things of that nature. It's like, oh, I'm there, it's there, but are you ready? And it was a scene when Little Richard was talking to him. You haven't seen the film. He was like, what happened to you? I know what happened to me. What happened to you? I think that's one of the deeper questions that we don't really touch in or we really try to avoid, because it's hard to face what happened to you to really understand what you're going through and where you're at now in life. Like, and shout out to Shan. She made a whole episode from a question I asked about why. And it was kind of to the point. And she got real deep. I still want you and your mama to go to family therapy, Shan. But just saying. Because from that episode is right there, you can tell it's like right there. Like for everybody else might not understand it, but I understand it from the work I've done. It's like it's still some, even though you're open, you still have some good communication. But I think having a third party come in and for both of y'all to express each other would be amazing for y'all relationship, amazing for y'all individually as well. Mm-hmm. That's me. That's just my advice right there. But when I tell you, a lot of people are not mature enough to express themselves or acknowledge. Some people bury themselves in addiction. Some people bury themselves. Well, you keep it. People, you can be addicted to anything from work to sex to money to clothes, shopping, video games, other people's business. Like there's another podcast I chop it up with all the time. Good person. I always want to be in messy stuff, but I know they going through something right now. Mm-hmm. And it's probably like, and you can watch, and the person I'm talking about probably think I'm like, they don't even know, but the person I'm not talking about, are you talking about me? Yeah. Go ahead and holler. It's okay.
Go holler.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and holler. It's all right. I mean, I'm saying it from love, not to hurt you, because I got my work to do for me. I am not perfect. I'll be telling people, don't put me on a pedestal. You better not. I'm gonna disappoint you. I disappoint me. I know I'm gonna disappoint you. Right. I saw y'all. I saw how y'all did. What's my boy name? Jonathan Majors.
Yep. And still doing them like that.
Still ain't this nigga completely innocent.
And all you hear is crickets.
Hey, no, that shit really. Hey, I'm gonna say that shit really pisses me off though. I ain't gonna lie. I said that at the beginning. I said it. I like that shit really fucked up, man. It's like, wow, this man is completely innocent. Said it, didn't do nothing. People ain't keep that same energy, and that's why. And I look at myself as a person. I look at myself as Jonathan. I like, man, if that was me, you know how sick I would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be telling. But that's a different topic that I didn't mean to touch on. But YouTube, my beautiful people, we're hopping off. I love y'all. Make sure to subscribe to Everything Culture. Make sure to support my people here, you know, from Jaya, Low, Courtney. Shan here. Shan with She Gets It Pod. Shan with Cozy Moon Pod. Shan with Real Relationship Report. Shan with What Page We On Big. Shan with Loudmouth Stereo. Shan with Lulu.com. Okay, Go ahead, Shan. Shout your stuff out. I'm sorry.
Go to shanbpodden.com and you'll find everything.
Consolidate everything right there. But you know, these my people right here. If I love my community, I appreciate y'all. The birthdays at the end of the month, y'all can make sure to go to the Amazon wish list, and I always support that. You know, if you feel like the Amazon wish list is too much, you always can support by just sharing the podcast, sharing the platform, telling somebody about us. You know, liking, commenting, reviewing. All those things help me a lot, and that's a great way to celebrate me. So in this platform, in this brand. So I want to say thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next Sunday, and we look forward to y'all checking out the next episode.